everyone, so today I'm going to do a first impression review on my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation because it's been very highly requested. I don't know why, but it really has. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's really nice in a nice little glass bottle. It's quite compact, it's a little bit heavy, but it feels nice and sturdy, if you know what I mean. Like, it kind of feels pricey, it doesn't feel cheap, the packaging. So my colour is in 2W2 Rattan, hopefully it matches me. Double wear, stay in place makeup, and basically, as far as I've heard, it's just basically one of the most high coverage, intense foundations out there. It's like the real deal. So we'll give this a go today. I've been reading your feedback lately and I've had a few people saying like I shouldn't use primer, and then other people are like, yeah, you should use primer because we always use primer anyway. Some people want to see how the foundation goes on without any primer or anything. So I've decided I'll just do half my face with primer and then half my face with nothing, and then by the end of the day we can see if it's still looked good or if it applies well still on bare skin, etc. I'm still going to conceal and put on powder just as normal because I'm never ever not going to do that. Okay, now that I'm looking really, ooh, I just dropped it, looking really sexy with my hair pinned back, I'm going to start just taking a pump of the MAC Prep and Prime primer, just a really good basic primer, and I'll use this side as my primed side. Okay, now for the double wear, I have no idea how I'm going to apply it, maybe just with a brush, see how that goes. I have no idea if this even has a pump or anything. No! Can you buy a pump for this? You should let me know because I don't like stuff without a pump. Okay, I'm just going to do the unhygienic thing of going like this. I don't know how much I need, so I'm just going to do a dollop on each kind of corner of my face. Ooh, that was a bad dollop. I'm going to take a round top face brush, FX xoBeauty, and start buffing that out. One of my hairs stuck to my face. Okay, so obviously I don't think that's enough product because it's barely covered anything, so maybe you have to use more. The consistency is thinner than I thought it would be. I thought it would be really thick, like the Tarte Amazonian clay one or something like that, just like a really thick kind of moussey formula, but it's very runny. I'd kind of compare it to Revlon Color Stay, that kind of, like, it's not super thin, but it's not like ridiculously thick. It's just a thick-ish liquid. Okay, so that's more like it. I'll zoom you in. It's definitely not as like intense as I thought it would be. I thought it'd be way more like cakey and stuff. So that's probably a good thing. So it seems to apply evenly on both the primed and unprimed side. Haven't noticed any difficulty blending, haven't noticed any clinging to any areas or anything like that. So I guess the main thing will be the waiting game, see how it lasts without a primer. Wow, it actually looks really pretty. Once it's blended onto your skin, like once it's actually in your, like not in your skin, on your skin, it looks very similar to the finish of the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation, if you're familiar with that kind of like velvet smooth finish. So in terms of coverage, I didn't put too much on my nose, so you can still see a few freckles, but it's definitely buildable. Like, I could definitely cover them if I wanted to. It's already covered all of the redness from around my nose and on my chin and on my cheeks, so you can't see any of my redness. So the coverage is definitely really good, and it is full. It's definitely not as cakey as I thought it would be. It's not as intensely thick as I thought it would be, because I thought I wouldn't like this because I'm not into that really heavy feeling foundation, but so far it doesn't feel too heavy, but we'll see how it feels after I put on my powder. I'm just going to look on the Estee Lauder website and see what it says about the double wear, and I'll tell you what I think. Okay, it says stay in place makeup SPF 10, so I'll do an SPF flashback test in just a second. Benefits, 15 hours staying power, medium buildable. I would definitely agree with medium buildable because when I put my first layer on, it wasn't completely covering everything. Long wear makeup stays fresh, looks natural, even through non-stop activity, slides on silky smooth, absorbs oil. I don't have oily skin, I've got normal to dry skin, so I don't know how that's going to work, but okay, let's just finish off the foundation and then, yeah. I've actually really been loving this under my eyes recently, the NARS Creamient, Creamient? Did I just say Creamient? Radiant Creamy Concealer. And this used to crease so badly under my eyes, but I've been amping up my skincare routine and I don't get creasing as badly underneath my eyes because I guess my eye area was dehydrated. So now I need to get like another one of these because this one's almost empty, and I want to get like this colour because it matches my face, and then I want to get one that's lighter for under my eyes. I'm so high maintenance. So my concealer is sliding on top of that foundation lovely, that's a weird word to describe it, really nicely. The foundation is setting, it doesn't feel sticky anymore, but it definitely doesn't feel like nothing. Like it's got a little bit of tackiness, but nothing too intense. Now I'm going to use my Laura Mercier setting powder under my eyes. And then just to set my powder, set my foundation, a powder. This is FX G30. I'm just using a really small amount of this just all over just to set it in place. Just like I do on an everyday basis. So that sets really nicely, doesn't go cakey or anything so far. It definitely looks a bit heavy on the skin once it's set. Like it doesn't look natural at all. And it is very, very matte. So I'm definitely going to use a highlighter today in my makeup routine. If you like a matte finish, perfect. If you love dewy, you will have to use other products to get the dewy look, like whether it be highlighters or whether it be a dewy finishing spray, which I'm not going to use a finishing spray because they help prolong the wear. And I want to see how long it goes just in a normal everyday kind of routine. Okay, so I'll do the flash test quickly. So it looked fine in the flash photography, I think, apart from the fact that I look really, really strange wearing like no eye makeup and no eyebrows and stuff and just foundation. I remember back in the day when I used to just wear foundation and maybe mascara. Probably looked so crazy. I don't know why the lighting has gone orange all of a sudden. That's really annoying. I feel like it's clung to my hairs a little bit. Like it's not like I have a really outstanding female moustache or anything, but it seems to have clung to it a little bit. Maybe just keep that in mind if you do have a little bit more, or if you're self-conscious about it. It could cling to it a little bit. I also feel like it's clinging to my monobrow. It is just after 9 AM, so I'll come back in a few hours and we'll see how it's going. Hey everyone, so it is now 12 o'clock, so it's been 3 hours. I was like, 3, okay, 3. I have the hiccups. So far it is looking fine still. I've got really nothing to say. As I said before, it is very matte. The finish still looks the same. It hasn't gotten oily, it hasn't caked up, it hasn't done anything. The only thing I would say is it's kind of like cracked where like I have my facial expressions like this, like whenever I go like that, it kind of like leaves a line across my forehead a little bit. Maybe because of like the thick formula, it dries quite hard. And as I said earlier, like over my eyebrows and stuff, it went quite like crunchy looking, so I ended up having to like pluck out every little hair across my monobrow. Well, not every single one, but I did a lot just because it was really bugging me. They were like sticking straight out after putting on that foundation. So yeah, I guess I'll just come back in another few hours. I'll come back in another 3 or 4 hours or so. Hey everyone, so I've changed location again because now the sun is out like on that side of the room. I can't keep up. So for 6 hours wear, which is like, you know, probably standard days wear, it is amazing still. It hasn't budged at all. My eyelashes are kind of coming off though. I think it looks really good. I'm really impressed so far. If only my eye makeup was holding up. For some reason this gel eyeliner is like starting to smudge everywhere. I've never used it before. It's the Inglot one and I don't know what's wrong because I never get that problem. Anyway, yeah, it looks really good still, so I'll definitely keep it on for another few hours. I'll probably keep it on until tonight so we really see how long it lasts because it's supposed to last for 12 hours. And I'll come back soon. Duh. Hey guys, so it's now 7 o'clock, so it's been on for about 10 hours and it has faded a wee bit just around my mouth and around my nose, but I didn't conceal those areas, so the actual foundation itself, it actually does look like it's gotten a little bit oily, but nothing crazy. Like I don't need to touch up or anything, but it has gotten a little bit oilier. Yeah, I just got, what was that? My eye makeup's like smudging everywhere. Can you see it? My eye makeup is not holding up as well as my foundation today. It's faded a wee bit on my nose. It hasn't stayed put completely. I do have to say I think I've got other foundations that do last a little bit better than this. It has faded down here a little bit. But overall, like, it's still acceptable. Like, I can still easily go around in public looking like this. Like, it doesn't look bad. No one's gonna look at me and be like, oh my god, look at her foundation. And it claims to be 12-hour wear. So, I'm actually going to the movies in a couple hours. So, I think once I get home from the movies, it'll be quite late. And we'll come back then and see how it is after that full amount of time. If I was really fussy, I could just touch up the powder and foundation around my nose. Like, all I'd need to do is take, like, a full coverage powder and just touch up my nose and around my lips and stuff. But I won't because I want to see how well it lasts without it. It looks like I've got a couple new zits down here, which I'm a bit worried about because I haven't had any big breakouts for a while, so hopefully this foundation isn't causing it, but So far I like the foundation and I will keep using it, so hopefully yeah, it's not this breaking me out. If any of you have had any experience with this foundation, you should let me know, you know, what the experience was down below. And I guess I'll just see you again in a few more hours. I'm probably going to be looking terrible, so don't get a shock. Check out that eye makeup. Look at the eyelashes coming off and everything. Hey everyone, so I just got back from the movies. I think it's about 10:30, no, it's almost 11 o'clock. So it's been on for well and truly over 12 hours. So let's have a look. So it hasn't actually changed very much from a few hours ago before when I updated you. Blech. Definitely faded a lot just down here, around my nose. My eyelashes are like popping off and my eye makeup is smudged everywhere. I look like a hot mess right now. It's wiped off a little bit up here. I was playing with my hair in the movie, so I guess if you touch your face a lot, it can kind of just come off. I'll just compare sides. The side without a primer actually stuck better. So who knows if that's because of the primer I used or if it just works better without a primer, who knows. If any of you guys use this foundation, what primer do you use, or do you just not use one? You should let me know down below. I find that quite interesting. It definitely held up better on the other side. Look at that eyeliner. I don't know if I'll be using this eyeliner on the regular. So yeah, I'll definitely keep using this foundation if I want a really full coverage finish. Excuse me, like stumbling for my words. It's kind of late right now. I'm gonna go to bed soon, shower off, wash my face. I have heard that with this foundation you really need to like cleanse your skin and like even double cleanse to get all of it off, because it can kind of like clog up in your pores. So I have to make sure I do that, because yeah, it looks like it's broken me out a little bit on my chin. But I'll keep using it and see if it, you know, was a once off or if it's something different. Like it could be something completely not related to the foundation, who knows. So yeah, would I recommend this foundation? For my skin type, I reckon it's pretty good. So I've got normal to dry skin. It has gone a little wee bit oily, if you can see, like through just in my forehead, a little bit on my nose. It's nothing crazy, like I could easily just touch up with powder like I said. But I don't know how it would be on super oily skin. I guess if you have oily skin and you've tried this foundation, make sure you comment down below and let everyone know what happened, if it's good or if it's bad, just because then, you know, other people can read up and get some knowledge. Okay, I'm gonna go have a shower. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. By the way, 22 Jump Street was pretty funny. I really liked it. If you've seen it, comment down below and let me know what you thought. Have a really amazing night and I'll talk to you soon, or day, maybe day. Bye. And the other one I caught Pokemon Master pencil. This is kind of like a jumbo eye pencil by NARS, but this is in the